Alright, yo, I took some nice trades today, and also, Loki, I'm gonna be doing a series, Roads to 1000 on chess.com. My Blitz rating recently has been suffering, ish, bro. Haha, not my Blitz, what do you call it? What's this? Mm, Whatever, man. My rating has been suffering, bro. The candidates is there. Insights Endgames. I'll look at my account. Um, or favors me. You favor myself. Well, we're done to check. I wanted to check like what percentile I am and all that stuff. Yeah, my Saturday 600 plummeted a bit. Then what's my peak? 740 something? 748 maybe? I don't know, bro. But yeah, my puzzle rating is quite high, if I must say. See my stats. How many games is this? 200. Whatever, bro. Rapid. I'm 67th percentile. The percentage of player whose rating is lower than mine. 67% of chess players are lower than me. What? You're telling me I'm better than 67% of chess players? Damn. I'm in the top 33%. Sure, let's check ChatGPT real quick. Oh, we can check the trade I took today. Fast. Quick 1 to 2 on Nas, nothing serious. Nas insanely bullish, and yeah, I believe it actually by now has run for like a 1 to 4. Yeah, this is a 1 to 4 with ease. Is it? Oh no, 1, 2, yeah, definitely. 1 to 4, but my rule said 1 to 2, so 1 to 2 is what I took. So actually look at the 30 minute before I move on ahead. Not this is a valid trade, but it's not a trade I want to take. I just don't want to. Oh, this gold trade I saw earlier seems to have played out really well. Big structure on the 30 minute is nice. How much is this like run for? Right now this is like what, 1 to 5. So far, by the way. Big trade on the 30 minute. Nice. I don't like small trades like this as if I'm trading on the 5 minute now. Plus I haven't tested the 30 minutes, so it's a bit booky. It's a bit beaky, I'm kind of sleeping in good time today. Now to study some chemistry, cause low-key I've been slacking. Not even low-key, bro. I've been slacking on my chemistry. Looks like there's something here. Not really. Nope. And yeah. Get up on hustle, don't feel sorry for yourself. He's gonna touch me. It's Chibino for spreads. Anyway, would have lost either way, cause how many pips did I give this? Out here, 2 pulls, 3 pips, Hannah. Yeah, this is just an unfortunate loss, I guess. Ooh, ooh, baby. Nope, nothing here. But yeah, I did want to ask on ChatGPT. 1000 kilo on chess.com is what percentile? Depending on the pool. Yeah. Let I'm 700 rapid and it says I'm 67.5th percentile. What does that mean? Hmm. But anyway, I mean, I'll just play chess till like 11, or honestly, I'll just go as long as I possibly can. Just boot some anime in the background. So yeah, black I will be playing Carol Khan, white I'm playing the London, and what even the fuck is this, bro? Shall I do this? Oh my gosh, bro. I don't even know what this guy's playing. I was playing to autopiloted. Um, but is this not just a free piece? Like for real. I can do this, then I can do this. Hmm, maybe. Or I can play like this, then like this. You know what, let's just take, yeah, taking seems like it would be more interesting, yeah. Bruh. I will check. Oh, I was about to say, is that meat? And then this night. I'll do this, then it's my queen truck. No, it's not. Wait, how slow am I? Bro? I could have taken his queen all this time. My gosh, bro. I think first I played this, then I played this. Huh. Or you let me keep my very good advantage. Appreciate you again. I'll just do this. puts me up a pawn, right? So if takes, takes, then I have this thread. Ah, this. If he moves this, it's game over. Well, what's his best move in this position? Maybe something like this. Nope, that's just mate. For anyone wondering, I'm watching Horimiya. Yeah, I did make a blunder. I didn't get this screen. Why did I even do this? Oh, I figured it would be more fun to play like that. Why is this a better move? What can you even do here? Hmm, that's just down. I don't even know what to do. Anyway, what if I play check first? I'll probably get myself trapped somehow like this. Right? Oh, I can just go the way down. This, however, would have put me up a piece, right? No? I take bishop. Let's count. I take bishop. He takes my queen. I take his queen. I'm up a bishop. But instead, I took his bishop and he took mine. Yeah, that's just a bishop trade. Yeah, that was. Played like this. Yeah. Uh, yeah. I mean, oh yeah, wait. Where is it? Castles is best. What's wrong with just taking his queen? Yeah, there's nothing. I really. Autopilot, that's the biggest thing. Checking the position. Wait, what? Again? Why is everyone doing this? I need to stop auto freaking piloting, man. You're again autopilot, bro. I don't be surprised if I see queen. If queen, I play here. Cause... okay, let's do this. What am I worried about again? Queen check like this. If queen, oh no, if queen I can just... I don't have to... I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Now this one is free. I like that far better. Well, I was gonna take the phone either way, so no it takes. I'll be a very happy man. No one bring me an idea. Wait, I move here. Take. Then I move here. Nah. As much as I don't want to, I just have to go back. I move here. Take. What's going on? So difficult. I move here, then I move here. And I'll do this. So if takes. Take. No, let's lose. The setting is queen. We can take this rook. If I do boom, 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 that puts me down 2 pieces. But I would get rid of his defense. And if he moved there, oh, I would then be able to take. No, 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 I wouldn't because his rook would be there. I mean, I can just take here. Make this pawn be alone. And that be supervising this pawn. Yeah, well, that's okay with me. Oh yeah, then I take like this. This is good. Oh, it's just a set to. Hmm. now I have check, move back. Because if check, he probably moves here. Then he moves there. Or I can just take his queen. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Maybe I take his rook on the other side. And I eat his pawns. Boom, boom, boom. Oh no, I can't get there. His queen is here. Thinking is that yeah, this is the only move. I really don't know what you're waiting for. So once you move here, I take your rook. Okay, yeah, that's the same. Basically a trade. Then yep. I'll take this. And then move here. Wait, move after that and move here. Oh, you can only move there. Or there, or there. That's not bad. Check can't be a bad move. Don't worry me, bro. What are you second? Aniplex. Oh, interesting. I wanna play this. First I'll do this. I don't know what this guy's planning, but our position is basically equal. You have an advantage you're supposed to use your material advantage. If I play here, yeah, if I play here, I'm just going to play here, put myself in a shit position. Wait, this just means a piece. What am I scared of? All I need to do is trade and I win. Like, literally, it's not that hard. Like, if I want, I can even start running away. This thing, if I want, I can start running my pieces. I can start boom, boom. Mm, 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 mm. Bro, this guy. Just trade with me, man. What's wrong if I check? Oh, if he played here. Oh. Rook c6. Then you can only move there. No, that'll be mate. Oh, that's a nasty mate. Oh boy. It's here. Yeah, okay, no. I can still check. I'll just take his pawns. Oh fuck. Oh fuck, my Jesse's out. Nah, I'm not supposed to be gassed. Oh, I hate this. How did I start this freaking game, bro? Oh, I think this is a way better move. And then he instantly defends against it. I'll just bring myself here. Hmm. That's an error. Right, a free pawn, bro. Come on. I'll just do this. Because this is a free pawn, right? Yeah. I think this was a better move. Because it takes. I mean, you kind of just have to. This one's taking like this. I don't get it. You do this. I don't know. So what's up this? Yeah, I forgot about it. Hmm. Just a bunch of stuff. Khan. Oh boy, do I remember how? Who is this guy player? Never seen this before. I don't even know what to do. Oh yeah, I'll show you this. Do 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 do. I have to do this. Then I do this. Um, I mean, I can do this. Hmm. Do I take like this? I take like this. You take like this, and I'm just not going to castle. I'll slide back. Then I'll castle. Bring this through. Oh gosh, bro. I'm just trading everything. Oh wait, meeting one. This is nice. Wait, you have to move your bishop. This is do this. I can't be checkmated. So even if it comes here thinking filtering, you can just dig. Maybe I've abandoned the game. Have I looked in or what, bro? Nigga has a profile picture. Oh my gosh, who blended up? It wasn't me. Uh, oh yeah, blended meeting one. It's like I'm just seeing it after I play, bro. Oh, it's something like this. This is pretty much just made. Yeah, because I move here. What? No? Oh, I have to check first. You move here, then this is double check, right? No? Oh, because now that's unprotected. Okay, what do I do? Oh, I stay on the same rank. Oh, and that's protected. Oh, wow. Probably get the fun back. That's nice. How much is there need to into that one though? Probably if I just grab my opening. What am I supposed to do after this? In the night? I don't know. I'll just develop. I'll just slide back. I'm not about to develop his queen. To yeah. Oh wait, this is protected anyway. Even if you take it, just that's way better for me. Now this, so what do I need to do here? I mean it's unprotected, but it's not the end of the world. Mm, yeah, if takes, takes, takes. I'm threatening to take again. That's probably a losing move. So I do I play here? I guess I can just cover his queen. Mm. Bro, I keep messing up. Mm. I can't keep doing that, bro. I can't keep messing up. Who's the cheating for then? How is this I don't understand how this is a bad move. Like, bro, what? What's wrong with this? Oh, fork, okay. Anyway, what's wrong with this? Oh, no, he just predict before he man. Oh, I could have changed it. I'm missing a lot of basic tactics. don't mind because this is my queen side. Yeah, bishop takes track. Okay, finish. Mm-hmm. He just takes the knight home. Now how do I even capitalize on this? I just this, and this. Yeah, I can do this. I really do need to castle though. I'll just do this right now. Let's just do this. Well, it's not like this pin is terrible. Yeah, let me do this. Perfect man. I don't know. I don't know. I just know this is not a losing move. If your K is there, hmm, for now, I'll just castle. Uh-uh. That's a bit scary. Let's I do this. Hmm, I think this is easier. Keep your Vienna. Oh wait, I can just check, move, check, move, check, okay. No, would be nice though. Would be, it really would be. Alright, let's redo this. Let's think. I can move here. And move here. And then move here, move here. Okay. Or what if I move here first, then he takes. Let's just take first. Trading can be bad when you have material. I might have material. Yeah, I am slightly. Huh. You can play like this. If he plays here, you can play like this. If he plays here, you can play like this. And if he plays here, you can play like this. And if he plays there, you can play. Let me troll. Let me troll. Oh, I can just ladder. You know what? Let me just ladder mate. That's more stylish. Remove a ladder mate. Imagine somehow I blended the game. Nah, that's not possible. Is it? You know what? Let's check. Let's check. I mean, this is check. Can't be blocked. He has to move here. Why resign? I want my check, bro. Just kept a pretty good advantage throughout the game. Oh yeah, what down did you wanted to do this, then this, then this. That would have been I wanted to do this, then this. I wanted to do this, then this. No, no, no. That's so funny, bro. Ah, so he had this. Uh, they just done check, right? Check. Instead of getting a screen, that's bad though. This is just better because it simplifies further. Yep. Maybe you do something like this. Um, I'm still just going to win though, because there you are. I'll just let there's genuinely nothing you can do. Not in this position. Yeah, my believe this game. Played decent. I'll play some Karakana. Oh, I was not supposed to be with that thing. God, it worked though. Knight here. So now, what's the move here? Takes. Yes. You're supposed to take. Then if I play here, and if you take, then I just play d6. I'm just gonna play like some Fred Lieber Drexler-esque. Loki, probably a queen shot somewhere here. Yeah, probably I can get my way out of here. Play here, play here, play here. Yeah. Oh no, he can play here. Oh no, he can't. It's independent. Uh, let's do this. Move here. Probably I'll just move here. Okay, I don't mind taking. But what's this guy on? Cause, I mean, I can take. And if you move here, you can move here. No, my bishop. Yeah, so let's see what it takes. Moves here. Takes. We can still move here. I don't mind you taking that. I mean, it's the same thing. That I'll just move here. Yeah, I'll move here, then I'll move here, then I'll move here, and then we can try and make some mating cards. Also to do it to my partner. I don't know what to watch, bro. GGK slime. See, of all the moves he could have made, that was probably the worst move. I'll just take. Take like this even. Or doing that is also, it's not a terrible move. I can play like this though, so that if it takes. Very intricate position. Should have just put my bishop on next chance. Oh my gosh, bro, holy aura. These ones are genuinely loading me aura, man. Like, I'm just winning. 93% accuracy is crazy. My bad. I just played the freaking Karo Khan, bro. Da-da-da-da. I'm gonna sell it to your block with intelligence. I'm choose a big block with some relevance. Take his chain, take his rocks, take his settlements. There's no cap inside my speech, no impediment. No numbers, like a wall, like the denominator. I get that generational wealth. The hell? Excuse me. Actually, let's have a look at the EO30. EO30. 30 minutes. In my head, I was just thinking I can do some back testing when I finish playing chess. I can maybe do 30 minutes of back testing. I can start doing schoolwork. Like, do I have that kind of time? Then I remember like I've literally been sleeping at 5 for the past 2 days, so yeah, I guess it's okay. Did I even play any inaccuracies in this game? Like, oh my gosh, bro. 93% accuracy is insane. Oh, yeah, I'm not starting to use block, but intelligence. I'm a genius of the clock, so relevant. Took his chain, took his rocks, took his sediments. There's no cap inside my speech, no impediment. Running numbers on the wall. There's a denominator. Put it up below the floor. Is a denominator. I'm just trying to. There's no cap inside my speech. No impediments. No. I don't even know. Let me see. Trying to think. How would I do it in this game? Um, First things first. I mean, I think I play something like. Let's actually play something like this, just so that I can get some initiative. If that was played, yeah. I mean, I'll just move there. Then, I don't even know this says get just prevent button checkmate. I am bringing out my knight. I don't understand that sort of this move. Then, but let's see what this I can. In that case, I'll just be playing this now. I don't even mind the people. This crap. How long has that been hanging for? I mean, it was like a mutual kind of thing of you take. Matter of fact, you can't even take because, mate, um, I need to be more careful. He moved back, I pushed. One of them pushed, he resigned after this. Because here, would I even have seen this? Probably not. Out of here, I just done something like this, then boom, free. Which I mean, things are not equal. Oh no, he's still playing take because. Oh wow, that's nasty. Huh, interesting. Then now he can take, yeah, I have to stay ahead. So something like this and move back. Here, let's say maybe do this. I would do this. And if you play here, I play here, I play here, I get hit this point, and then yeah, boom, I realize I've lost this. I'm like, oh, if I would instantly take this pawn, honestly speaking, but if that goes back, I'd play something like rook here. Yeah, just getting my rook in the game. Yup, I'll move there. I can move there instantly. I think I'm playing this. Play here. I mean, that's not terrible. I play something like this. I don't know if you take or not. Let's say you did this. What would I do in a situation like this? I mean, activating again is not a bad option. Uh, I think I just did. I feel like taking with your thing is just down here. My intuition would say, because that allows a fork. Unforced mating then. Computer engines are just wow, what the hell, bro. After this, I would be okay playing something like this. But you do this, do we have a discovered attack? Nah, I just do this. Oh, no, that's tough. Da-da-da-da-da, slash you block intelligence. Imaging of the class, Mustafa, why is this a better move? I guess because it's just safe. You kind of like reset, you still have options. Why did you even mind simplifying in a position like this, honestly? Like, something like this. It's inaccuracy. But yeah, it's still up. Huh, interesting game. messed up my opportunity to put an anime. What have I been thinking about watching? What's this? The Night of Sicily. Oh no, King's Indian. Yeah, he's gonna play Bishop. Mm-hmm. It's castle that comfy and cozy, real nice. How do I how do I attack his game here? Yeah, you can get my thing, I don't mind. I'll just reinstall it. Original to your block and touches. I'm a genius, the clock, I should be that. Take his chain, take his rocks, take his centimeters. There's no cap inside my speech, no impediments. Running numbers on the wall is the denominator for the eye below the floor. Good move. Put it up below the floor. Da-da-da-da-da. Assign it to your block. Intelligence. There's no cap inside my speech, no impediments. Yeah, probably not a bad move. Trying to attack my pawn. And play this. This looks like it might be a tricky time. What might he do after this? I don't know, something like this. Wouldn't be a bad move. No! Please, please don't take. Please, please don't take. Please don't take. Fuck's sake, bro. This game isn't fucking fair, man. Uh, oh, well, man. This ain't fair, bro. They did this serious fucking shit, bro. Oh, I hate this. I was on such a good spree, bro. Oh, oh my gosh, bro. Why? What did I do? These pawns that just passed, man. What am I? If I play here, takes. Then this opens his rope. Gosh. I just do this. Hopefully he takes. I take. Ah. You want to move? Let's go for. This guy isn't even good, bro. wanted to do what's the bad? If you do it, why can't I also just I don't even know, bro. The hell? Hmm. This is definitely premeditated. I'll just get the point. Nope, that hangs a night. Yes. Okay. Piece of fucking shit. I think after this I'm done, bro. I just do this. Mm. How many pieces does it have? One, two, three. Two out. This is an okay move. Or should I castle first? I kind of have to play this. Actually, don't want to take. What's this? It's a fort, huh? I don't mind making a sword. Oh, this is protected. Yeah, can just do this. You can take, then I'm going to castle. Fuck you. You want to point, get it. Bro, that mouse sleep. I just can't describe how that mouse sleep has pissed me off, man. Do we have any traps here? This is covered. So if I move here, take the 100 pounds of folly. La 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 la. I just do this. If you take, I do this. I do that. I do this. Or I guess I'll do this actually. So that Just move like that. Huh? Oh. Uh, oh, it's an ad. No wonder. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, this is okay. Then if you take, I play rook left. Oh, I can't. Let's do this, bro. I need to wake up early than usual. I haven't done any puzzles. Actually, what's the daily puzzle? Oh, I heard this on it. Yeah, I'll play one more match. Mm, I don't know. I have checked if here takes this wins me a knight, right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh my, I'm not. I just don't want to count. Here, here, here. What if he just ignores me? Here, 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 here. Oh, can I get back? One, two, three. One, two, two, three, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I still didn't be able to get close. Bruh. Mm. I place here, and I place here. Chess is hard, man. I don't know. Oh, oh, gnarly. I can get the match like that. Oh, I think my brain's a bit dead, but if you don't play on most you. Huh? That's around playing here. Oh, King's India. King's Indian is a bit of a risky opening. This one is not moving. Um, hmm. Wait, what? This is weird. Not getting both his knights. I'll just do this. He's taking his sweet time. Golly. What is he planning? Let's look at what he wants. I mean, if he makes a small improving move like that, I'll just play this, which I planned on playing anyway. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, okay. Bro is fighting me. I still do want to play like this. I can get the open file. If I do this, we'll move on. And I can do this. Chase. Mm-mm. If it not, just do this. I need to start creating some counterplay. Bro, I did draw. Oh, it's my turn. I guess yes. Then all that mind coming, trying to sneak in like this. Does you want to play this? That's the only thing I can think of. If he plays this would be a better move. Mm-hmm. So now this is good. Well, I mean, it's okay because I'm trying to put my opponents together. Fuck. Oh, you know, okay, I don't even want to cuss, man. I'm just so effing upset, man. Oh, that's the reason this match, bro. The GG's, I just call it a game. Oh, should have took his off of my jaw. Oh no, he's going to be taken. So that's not even a move. No, obviously it's going to be checked. Let's check where they move. Okay, let's move here. So that's a weird check, but don't come like this. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. It's not a terrible idea. But I should get to work. What can I do? Today's the 15th, right? Yeah. I don't even know what the F this is about, bro. Okay, so what did I want to watch? Maybe I start a new anime. Don't remember. Hmm. Chemistry was a bit troublesome for me. Electronic structural atoms, not that periodic chains, chemical bonding was a little bit hard. What's next? Oh, certain can I make this erased? Many of the team really growing so fast, bro. Like why? Let's start structures. I know this. I know this. I don't know this. Fucking hell. Oh shit, man.
This video is brought to you by Fiverr.com. Click on the link in the description below and make any purchase to support this channel.
He knows a lot about the science stuff. Professor Dave explains.
So let's check out a problem regarding lattice energy. The question reads, for each pair of compounds, state which one has the greater lattice energy. So we have Al2O3 versus Al2Se3, ZNO versus NaCl, MgF2 versus MgI2, and LiF versus MgO. So think a little bit about what goes into lattice energy. What would make a particular ionic compound have a greater or lesser lattice energy? Think about that and give this question a try.
Number of electrons, I guess. I'll go for them and say it's aluminum. What guns aluminum? Aluminum oxidation, aluminum selenide. Let's go aluminum oxide here. Let's go sodium here. Let's go here. And here. I hope it's good.
You have a constant C. So to start, let's just talk a little bit about lattice energy. Lattice energy is calculated this way. We have a constant C, and then we have Z plus and Z minus. Those are the charges on the ions. So if we have +1 and -1, +2 and -2, etc., that's where the charges go. And then we have this R value that represents interionic distance, or how far apart the centers of each ion are away from each other. And that has to do with the size of the ions, because the bigger they are, the farther apart the centers will be. So in order to get a greater lattice energy, in order for that value to be bigger, we can have greater charges or larger values. We can have larger Z values, right? Because if those Z values get bigger, the fraction gets bigger because those are in the numerator. So greater values for those charges will result in a greater lattice energy. Or a smaller interionic distance will also result in a greater lattice energy. Because if we have smaller ions and we have a smaller interionic distance, then that value in the denominator will get smaller, and as a result, the whole fraction will become larger. So the two ways to get a greater lattice energy are greater charges and a smaller interionic distance, or smaller ions. So as we go through these, just to remind ourselves, greater charges or smaller ions equals more energy. So let's get our first example, Al2O3 versus Al2Se3. So we have aluminum in each. That's not going to change. We have aluminum and aluminum. So let's compare what's different. We have O3 and we have Se3. What do we know that is different about these elements? Well, they're in the same group, so they have the same common charge. So the charges are the same here. That's not going to help. However, oxygen is smaller than selenium. So that means Al2O3 will have a smaller interionic distance because it has smaller ions, and therefore that compound has a greater lattice energy. Now for the second example, we have zinc oxide versus sodium chloride.
Sounds quick about this. This one I see big.
Well, here we do have different charges. Zinc oxide, we know that oxides are 2 minus, so zinc must be 2 plus. So we have a 2 plus cation and a 2 minus anion. And then sodium chloride, we know that those are going to be +1 and -1. So here we're looking at the magnitudes of the charges. If zinc oxide has 2 plus and 2 minus, in that fraction, we're going to have 2 and 2 up top versus 1 and 1. That's going to be a factor of 4. So without even really having to look at interionic distance, we know that zinc oxide is going to have a greater lattice energy. Now looking at magnesium fluoride versus magnesium iodide. Once again, magnesium is the same, so let's look at fluorine and iodine. Those are in the same group, so they're going to have the same common charge. They will both become -1 to become fluoride and iodide. So it's not about charge, but we know that iodide is much larger than fluoride. So because fluoride is so much smaller than iodide, fluoride is going to have a stronger or a greater lattice energy. 1 and -1 charges, and magnesium oxide, we've got 2 plus and 2 minus. Insert for email, ProfessorDaveExplains@gmail.com.
and dipole moments. So let's look at this question. Show the bond polarity and dipole moments in the following bonds and molecules. So let's start with the carbon-oxygen bond. So how can we show the bond polarity and dipole moment? And also, how can we determine if that bond is going to be polar or non-polar? So what we have right now is a covalent bond. Carbon and oxygen are both nonmetals. Whenever you have two nonmetals combined, typically a covalent bond is formed. And to determine if it's polar or non-polar, we need to look at the electronegativity values. If the EN difference is less than 0.5, then what you have is a non-polar bond. If the electronegativity difference is greater than 0.5, then you have a polar covalent bond. Carbon has an electronegativity value of 2.5, and oxygen is 3.5. If you need access to these numbers, I suggest that you go to Google Images and type in electronegativity values from the periodic table or something like that. Now, going back to this, we see that the electronegativity difference in this molecule is 3.5 minus 2.5, so that's 1.0. So therefore, the carbon-oxygen bond is a polar bond, or a polar covalent bond. Now that we know that oxygen is more electronegative than carbon, we can indicate the bond polarity. Oxygen has a partial negative charge, and carbon has a partial positive charge. Now, to draw the dipole moment, you need to draw an arrow that starts from the positive part of the molecule and points towards the negative part of the molecule. So this is the dipole moment, and this represents the bond polarity. Now, whenever you have a net dipole moment, the molecule as a whole is polar. If all the dipole moments cancel, then the molecule as a whole is non-polar. But we'll talk about that later. Let's move on to our second example, the oxygen-fluorine bond. So go ahead and indicate the bond polarity and the dipole moments for this bond, and determine if it's polar or non-polar. So let's look at the EN values first. Oxygen has an electronegativity value of 3.5, and fluorine is 4.0. So the EN difference is 0.5, which makes this a polar covalent bond. Both oxygen and fluorine are nonmetals, and whenever you have two nonmetals combined, typically they form covalent bonds. But we have a polar covalent bond because fluorine and oxygen, they don't share the electrons equally. Fluorine is going to pull the electrons toward itself, and because it's more electronegative, it's going to acquire a partial negative charge. Whereas oxygen is going to be electron deficient, it's going to have a partial positive charge. So that's the bond polarity of the oxygen-fluorine bond. Now the last thing that we have to draw is the dipole moment. And just point the arrow to the element that is most electronegative, in this case, fluorine. And so that's the dipole moment of the OF bond. Now let's move on to part C, the sulfur-hydrogen bond. Sulfur is a nonmetal, and hydrogen is a nonmetal. So therefore, this is going to be a covalent bond. Now, is it going to be a polar covalent bond or a non-polar covalent bond? By the way, if we had a metal and a nonmetal, typically it would represent an ionic bond. Hydrogen has an electronegativity value of 2.1, and sulfur, that is about 2.5. And so the electronegativity difference is 0.4, which means that the hydrogen-sulfur bond is relatively non-polar. So what we have is a non-polar covalent bond. Sulfur is more electronegative than hydrogen, so sulfur is going to have a partial negative charge, and hydrogen is going to bear the partial positive charge. So to draw the dipole moment, we're going to point the arrow towards the more electronegative sulfur atom. And so that's it for that example. So now what about molecules? So here's how you draw water. So that's a simple Lewis structure of the H2O molecule. So given this molecule with the appropriate geometry, indicate the bond polarity and the dipole moment. So first, let's focus on the oxygen-hydrogen bond. Oxygen is 3.5 and hydrogen has an EN value of 2.1. So oxygen bears the partial negative charge and hydrogen bears the partial positive charge. So this bond is a polar covalent bond. The electronegativity difference is 3.5 minus 2.1, that's 1.4. So it's much greater than 0.5. And the dipole moment of this bond is going to point towards the oxygen atom. So the OH bond is polar. Now if we draw the dipole moments for the molecule, it's going to point towards oxygen. Now to indicate the bond polarity, we know that hydrogen is going to have a partial positive charge, and there's two of them. So oxygen needs a partial negative charge that's twice the value. We got to put a 2 in front of it, so we can neutralize these two partial positive charges. So make sure you put that 2 in front. And so that's how you can indicate the bond polarity and the dipole moment of a molecule. So now we need to ask the final question: is the molecule polar or non-polar? Because you can have a molecule with polar bonds, but overall the molecule itself may be non-polar. And so we need to look at the arrows, the dipole moments. So we have one arrow going this way, and the other arrow going this way. For the molecule as a whole to be polar, you need to have a net dipole moment. Based on the way this molecule is drawn, notice that the x components of the arrows cancel. So these two are opposite in direction, they cancel. But the y components do not cancel. They point in the same direction. So therefore, this molecule has a net dipole moment in the positive y direction. So because there's a net dipole moment and these two arrows do not completely cancel, we can say that the molecule as a whole is polar. Now let's consider methane, CH4. Methane has a tetrahedral structure, so it's not easy to represent it on this screen because it's a three-dimensional object, not a two-dimensional object. Now the carbon-hydrogen bond is nonpolar. The electronegativity difference is less than 0.5, in fact it's 0.4. However, carbon still bears the negative charge, and hydrogen bears the partial positive charge. So to indicate the bond polarity of methane, we need to show the 4 partial positive charge of every hydrogen atom. For carbon, it's going to have a negative charge, but we're going to multiply it by 4 due to these 4 charges. So that's the bond polarity of the molecule. Now the dipole moment is going to point towards the electronegative carbon atom. So we have one going here, another going there. And if you draw this molecule, its 3D structure, and you look at the arrows correctly, or if you really analyze it, the way this structure is set up, it's set up in such a way that all of the dipole moments completely cancel each other, so that the net dipole moment is 0. So what we have is a molecule that contains nonpolar bonds, and at the same time, the molecule as a whole is nonpolar overall. Now let's look at our last example, carbon dioxide. So I'm going to give you the little structure of this molecule. It looks like this. So go ahead and work on that problem. The electronegativity difference between these two atoms is 1.0. So what we have is a polar covalent bond. Carbon is partially positive with respect to oxygen, because oxygen is more electronegative than carbon. And so the dipole moment is going to point towards the electronegative oxygen atom. So this is going to be partially negative, and carbon is partially positive times 2. So now we have a dipole moment that points towards the oxygen atom, and because there's 2 bonds, we're going to have 2 arrows. Now notice that these arrows are opposite in direction, which means that they completely cancel out. So the dipole moment for this entire molecule is 0. So even though the carbon-oxygen bond is polar, the carbon dioxide molecule is nonpolar. So this is one example where you can have a molecule with polar bonds, but the whole molecule is nonpolar overall, due to the fact that there is no net dipole moment. In this video, we are going to go over a way that we can quickly distinguish a polar molecule from a nonpolar molecule. Now, it's easier if you know what to look for when a molecule is nonpolar, and before you find out what to look for when it's polar. The first category of nonpolar molecules are those that are made up of one element. For example, if you have a monoatomic atom or a diatomic atom,
Your future is at your fingertips. Take advantage of the flexibility and diversity of
examples include, for example, N2, that's a diatomic molecule, O2, Cl2, F2, H2. These are all nonpolar. And some of the monatomic gases like helium, neon, argon, xenon, and noble gases, those are also nonpolar. The next category to look for is a molecule that contains only carbon and hydrogen. Those molecules are nonpolar. So, for example, methane, your alkanes, ethane, C2H6, ethene, CH2, double bond CH2. These are composed only of carbon and hydrogen, and therefore they are nonpolar. The carbon-hydrogen bond is nonpolar. The third area to look for is if the molecule has symmetry. So, for example, carbon tetrafluoride. Notice that all of the outer elements are the same. This molecule has symmetry. This is nonpolar. Sulfur hexabromide. All of the outer elements are identical. This molecule is also nonpolar. Carbon dioxide, another nonpolar molecule. The two outer elements, the oxygens, are the same. Phosphorus trichloride. That's another nonpolar molecule. Each of these molecules, they have symmetry, as you can see. BH3, boron trihydride. Also nonpolar. Now, let's say the molecule lacks symmetry. Is it always going to be polar? Well, it all depends on the EM difference. If the electronegativity difference, if it's less than 0.5, then it's going to be nonpolar. If it's more polar, let me give you an example of that. So, iodine monobromide. Iodine has an electronegativity value of 2.5, and for bromine it's about 2.8. Because the EM difference is like 0.3, this bond is relatively nonpolar. Another example, if there's no symmetry, is bromine monochloride. Chlorine has an electronegativity value of 3.0. And here, once again, the EM difference is less than 0.5, so it's going to be polar. So what are some quick ways to identify polar molecules? The first thing is, if you see, if a molecule has hydrogen bonding, it's going to be polar. So if hydrogen is directly attached to nitrogen, oxygen, or fluorine, it's polar. Examples include water, NH3, HF, CH3OH. Even though the carbon-hydrogen bond is nonpolar, the presence of the alcohol means that you have hydrogen bonding, and therefore it's going to be polar. CH3MH2, because of the NH2, it's polar. CH3COOH, once again, because of the OH, it's polar. Now also, if the molecule lacks symmetry, and if the bond is polar, then it's going to be a polar molecule. Here's another example. Here are the oxygens. Here, these oxygens are identical, and it has symmetry, which makes it nonpolar. Here, this molecule, it does not have symmetry, like this one did. Carbon has an electronegativity value of 2.5, oxygen is 3.5, so this bond is polar. Here for sulfur, it's also 2.5, so that carbon-sulfur bond is nonpolar. But because of the carbon-oxygen bond, it's polar. In the case on the right, when we have carbon dioxide, even though the carbon-oxygen bond is polar, because there's two of them, because of the symmetry, those dipole moments cancel out, and therefore CO2 is nonpolar. But if you replace one of the oxygens with a sulfur molecule, then it becomes polar. Let's look at another example. CH3F. Notice that it's similar to this molecule right here. The carbon-fluorine bond is very polar. Carbon has an electronegativity value of 2.5, and fluorine is 4.0. It's well above that 0.5 difference. And so because of the carbon-fluorine bond, it's polar. The carbon-hydrogen bond is relatively nonpolar, so the dipole moments are very similar for that. But in this case, over here, these dipole moments, they cancel. And that's why, because if you have symmetry, it makes it nonpolar. But because this molecule lacks symmetry, it's going to be polar. Another example is sulfur dioxide, because sometimes the shape of the molecule can affect polarity.
I'll try not this, it's more